Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So, today's agenda is to try to work the rear fenders here on this car. This Model A Ford on the GMC Jimmy frame. And so, didn't think of it then, and I'm thinking of it now because now it hits me like a ton of bricks. So anyways, the fenders are sitting on there loosely. They're just in the middle of a mock-up process. Just to give me an overall idea where to put everything. So you can, I'm going to step back so y'all can see this car. So I'm going to start here in the front. And you can see there, I think that looks like we're going to be okay. Until we get from back here, that looks good, and then bam, writer's block. You can't do anything about that. We were out to, well, it doesn't matter which way, but we were out to here. Okay, so you can see how much of a difference that took off. And before we got to this point, this top barrel here came out to here and then it dropped down, which would have been perfect because it landed right on that and I could have been fine. But it seemed like it was too much of this here. So I was trying to get it close to resemblance Model A and wrap it around, but the fenders are not coming back far enough. If I don't land that running board up to that, then I would have to cut the running board and extend it. And I wanted wheel well to be covered where it's supposed to be. And well, the fender is leaning in, so it's supposed to be pulled out to here and then pushed here like this. So it's supposed to be almost out to there like that. So I ain't got no fancy clamps, welding clamps. I just got what you see here. So it's almost like I got to pull this fender, this running board, fix what's damaged, fix what is damaged, fix what is damaged, pull the body mount, get this drilled and set up in there where it's supposed to be. Then that can lay this down where it's supposed to be. And then I'm getting mysterious bolts from my girl's car laying around everywhere. Probably from when I dropped the box. And so then it goes into this battle of, you can see what's happening here. This frame, this back end is not the duplicate of what's over there. So you got a big open space here, but then we got this that rises to the top here and leaves us that much room in between. And leaves us that much room in between. So now this is the same height as that. So our floor is okay. Our floor is going to be okay across that. And then it's a matter of tubbing out both fenders for the rear. So I can then replicate a mirror image of what's here over to there. But I can't get to that point until we get, you can't do this because of this. You can't do that because of that. You know, you can't do this until you finish that. So it's all in a matter of playing catch-up 22. So I'm thinking what I probably should do is get my floor at least written in stone. Then that could possibly give me a starting point. So once I get to that point, I would have an area to fasten these fenders to. And then I can start taking measurements from the floor pan of the trunk to these wheel wells to get them at the same level, same height, same rotation of the fender on both sides. So I can match that up to this. I think that's probably going to be my next starting point. Start working out the floor pan trunk pan is the correct term. Start building my trunk pan. I got a piece of sheet metal for it. Make it happen. Then whatever scraps I have left over from here and here, I can repurpose and use to tub out my wheel wells, such as this piece. Means it's already cut contour of the shape of that fender. So we got a piece here. So that'll give me the inner wheel well. And then this piece that's left over will give me the piece that runs across the top of it, so I have something for that to fasten to and recess up into. So it looks like that's going to be my next course of action. Because while that's off, all of this is off, it's easier to make a trunk pan. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That's why it's been a while since I've done this video, because I've just been sitting here for a couple hours trying to figure this out. So I'm going to cut my rails, my 1x1s, get them tack welded to the back of the frame up here, and then weld me a piece underneath. I should have enough left over to make a solid piece from there to there. Then I have something to add to make body mounts for the back portion of these two rails coming down. And I'm just making it up as I go along. I'm open for suggestions today. So today is suggestion day. I'm going to put that in the beginning of the video. So today is taking suggestion day from my followers. Give me ideas. Let me know in the comment section what you think I should do. There's been an idea, but let me know what you think to make up this difference. Because the body's going to stop short right to here. We can't do anything because this is the shock tower here. I mean, not shock tower, the shackle. The shock shackle, you can't cut any more off of here. So, that's where it's catch-22. Because we're going to be from this line out to here. We need to do something here. Box it in with sheet metal. Put a hinge here. And put a spare tire that will lay down and latch to the trunk lid. Then when you unlatch it, you can lay the tire down. It stops right out to here. So you can change the spare. Or for looks, be a wagon wheel like what you would see on this car. Just to bring a little characteristics to the table at the same time. To try to make this look intentionally done. Cosmetic. I don't like the fact that this is too far away from the rear fenders. But you can do it that way, or lose my curvature here that looks great for around that back wheel. Split it in the center, extend it. Then it's going to look like it's rounded, then go straight, and then round it again, look like shit. So you slide it back, then you're putting a pinch here and too much back here, then the tire don't look like it's centered up to the fender. So this is a huge difference between store-bought and you actually done some thinking and build something. So people wonder why I get bent out of shape, because I see a brand new vehicle at a car show. Don't show me that. Okay? I don't like seeing that. You ain't out here sweating like I am doing this kind of stuff, where you got to exercise your brain. I don't have a build sheet here telling me this specification, this way, instructions, how to do this and how to do that. I don't have that option. I have what my mind tells me what looks good and what I should do and should not do. And I don't have fabrication tools. I can't afford it. I can afford to pay attention to what I'm doing, take measurements, learn how to use my tools to get the degree and angle and cut and replicate what's here to here. I have an angle grinder. Measuring tape wherever it disappeared to. T-square. Found my magical measuring tape. You piece of shit. Or a bear. Glad I found it. I don't know why I stuck it there, but clip it there for now on and I won't lose it. So yeah, all this up here I pretty much figured out. I know what I'm going to do there. I got it all figured out up in there. So as things are not a challenge to me, I stopped doing stuff. And I move now to what's challenging. This. All this back here is challenging now. Even the front fenders to the front of the car, I already know what to do. So that's not a challenge. It's either you have them or you don't have them. It's that simple. And I already got it figured out how it's going to attach and everything. So now I got bored. Now I need challenge. I love a challenge. I love things that I have to use my brain on. That's when I dig into my talent and start figuring stuff out. So at this stage, looks like I'm doing floor pan. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Bacon trunk pan. Then I have a solid spot to be able to work off of. Because now it's starting to make sense to me. Okay. This frame structure here that you see for the floor, the reinforcement for the body, all that's one piece. Why would I not want to do that to back here? So when this is cut and welded to that bar going across here, it becomes part of that. Back here, self-explanatory what I'm going to do. Add this to here. Put my body mount put a metal plate, this, to here, and then put my body mount right under that. I may not have to use this. Actually, yes I do. And I think I got it figured out. So, it's going to be some cutting. So I'm going to put this on here. It's going to be dropped down to here. This is going to be moved out to here. So when I square this off, I have a metal plate here. It's going to sit on top of that. So to be, I only got 2 hands here, but it's not working with me. Okay. So when I square it off here, it's going to land right on top of that. Then I can put my body mount here to here. It's going to be out here. Then that'll become part of this here. Come out here. I need this to be out here because that fender is going to screw into here. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Because I can't put the fender up against here. Because then I got too much tire here. I want it almost flush to here. So when this fender gets straight like this, she'll sit directly over top of that tire. And you only see this bulge right here outside of here. That gives me enough spacing to put from there straight back here. Yeah, trunk pan. That's what we need to do first. Trunk pan, square it off, body mount both ends, and then we got to spot the anchor to here, and then we can make our rear tub kit to fasten that in. I think I'm on the right page here. Let me know what you all think. Either way, I'm still going to go run with that until something's different. Because the body mount looks to be the right distance from here to here. So if that was onto here like that, and this was out here to that, that'll bring this out here where it needs to be. Then I cut this where it needs to be. Then we want to cap it off. Make it square, rectangle back here. That's what we're going to do. I think I figured it out. Alright, so now it's just hang tight. I'll be right back. I'm going to get busy. Then we're going to see where we're at. Alright, so here's what I got so far for the rear trunk pan. So don't pay attention to this. This is just to help keep me off the frame about the equal distance that I need for the motor body mount. So we pay attention to what's here on the surface. So I squared it off. That up there is going to drop down and it's going to weld into that bar going across here. This is going to go up there, and I'm going to put a short piece in between those two, and then that's going to get welded into that. And then same thing with this, welded there. So I'm going to weld this up first, and then I'm going to pull it forward, drop it down, and start welding into there. Then this will give me more additional strength. Also a spot to be able to mount my wheel wells to, and she'll fit just right on the inside of here, and lift it up off of here. I'll put a metal plate off of here out to here, and a few gussets going down, so that way it can have strength. And then I'll do the same thing over here for this body mount. So we'll have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wow. Incorrect. I have 2, 4, 6, 8 body mounts holding this down. And so this will give me the most flattest area. And I think we're good because we can still have access to those two upper half of the shocks. So I'll back up, excuse the fan. The fan's going to make noise here. So you'll see she's nice and flat there. It'll give me a nice flat floor pan for the trunk. I keep saying floor pan because I've been dealing in there. Trunk pan is the correct term for when you're building back here. There is some spots that need to be welded that I've seen across here. Original plan with somebody else, this was going to recess down on both sides of the frame. If I was smart enough, I would have grabbed that frame, but I was like, nah, I already got one here. But can't change history, but we can always make things better. And so once I get this welded up here in the front, we'll flip it over and I'm going to weld it up the corners real good, in between here real good, and then I'm going to set it back down in there, and then we'll make those permanent to that. So hang tight. Also, the other thing is I'm going to put a cross brace from this point over to the center point here, back out to here. Same thing from here to here. Same thing from there out to there. And then that way I'll have a nice solid floor that it's not going to spill a disaster. So hang tight and I'll be back. I'm chipping away at it little by little. I'm making it up as I go along. So hang tight, I'll be back. Alright, so when doing this, I totally forgot I needed a slight offset this way for that guy right there, that steering, to be where I needed it. So don't let your eyes fool you. You follow this bar, it's dead straight. Follow that bar, is dead straight. That bar is dead straight. Sitting on top of that would sit behind it, would sit behind it and weld it. This hole right here is dead center. There's my mark for dead center right there. Now if you look here, she's offset, so it was sitting more or less, the body is crooked because I forgot I needed to move the body just a little bit so I can get the proper steering alignment. But it guarantee each one of these are 51.5 all the way through. And so to resolve that, easiest way was to overlap that bar, cut it so it drops down, weld it. Shave a little bit off of the center one, put a bar in between there, and weld it. Then weld that one over there. But this is going to be my trunk pan. So that's the best correction that I can make. You can see the hole here to this hole right here, and then this hole here where it's body's in the angle a little bit. But we're square back here, square back here. The only difference is this has got to get pulled over here more, and that's got to get pulled over here more. And then we can make her happen, because we need to make it squared. So, but it'll be on the inside of the tire next to the frame, inside of the tire next to the frame. So once I can get this lined up the way I need to, you can see how Right there, that bar hangs out the side. This one doesn't even quite make it. So, when I get this in here the way it needs to be, she'll drop down in there. And then we can start working on the body mounts, tying this into this frame. And yeah, so that's what I got so far. But you can see how much of a gap I have here. So I'll split the difference and get it to where it's right on the inside here. So, a little bit of playing around to do, but I can make it happen. Hopefully today. And that's pretty much what I got done so far. So once all that's welded in, then I can do the body mounts. And then the next thing would be is zigzagged reinforcement so the sheet metal don't sag. I don't have a bead roller, so I'm going to have to do what I can with what I got. And so that's what I got so far. So any pieces left over, I can weld in between here, go get me some more. I'm down to, yeah, my very last one. And a little piece here. I might be able to fit that. Can't fit it diagonal, but I can fit it here. Yeah, I'll probably just stick it up there. But, and so, we're getting there little by little. But, then this big piece will come out of there and I can cut that up and probably make my zigzag across the floor. Then make my gussets for the body mounts here. And then for back here. And then we'll be in good shape. But that's where we're at. And I ain't a whole much more I can do today, but it's progress. Every little bit counts. I mean, this took me roughly 4 hours because it's 2 hours of mock-up, 2 hours of try this, try that. The other is a little bit of video explanation, sit down, take a break, 15, 20 minutes, get back up, figure it out, sit down, look at it with 3 heads until it starts talking to me of what makes sense, what to do. And so I'm ready at that point. I'm making sure that whatever I'm going to do is going to stick with it, and that's what it's going to be. And so I must say my welds are starting to improve a great deal. I mean, you know, compared to the way they were, they look like steel caterpillars. This I'm actually starting to trust. I mean, you see there, I'm not doing too bad. Considering I don't do this for a living. But it is strong. I beat the crap out of it and it ain't going nowhere, so that means something. But so anyway, guys, that's where I'm at. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Give me suggestions. If you like what I'm doing so far, give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you want to see more of this. And remember, I don't have machinery. I just have what you see around me. That's it. That's all I have. Is what's around me to be able to make this happen. I ain't got it like that. So, y'all come on back and watch me again. And stay tuned. There's more to this. And then we can continue back to the quarter panels, the fenders. At least now we'll have something to be able to mount the fenders too. They can bolt right through there and hug onto that, and then I can start doing the tub. doing my tub kit to be able to recess those fenders into. So yeah, come on back and watch me again. Y'all be real. Get out something to do, get outdoors, do something every day. You'll be glad you did. Y'all thank me later. Hope to see y'all guys next time. Because remember, you're never promised another day. You're blessed with another day. Never know when your next day is going to be your last. Mine almost proved to be fatal. So be thankful and appreciative of everything you got. And thank God for what you don't have. Because he doesn't feel that you were ready for it. So eventually he'll bless you. And never use the word that you're lucky. Because you don't get lucky. There's no such thing as lucky. You're blessed. I didn't get lucky to get this. I didn't get lucky to learn how to do this. I didn't get lucky at anything. I got blessed. And that's what I'm thanking my Lord for, that I'm blessed with the capabilities he gave me. So, y'all go and get out here. Y'all go have fun and come on back and watch this channel and give me thumbs and likes and comments and suggestions. Like that comment section up. Let me know what you think. So, y'all be good. See y'all next time. Have a good one.